Most of you are new to college or still early in your college journey. You have exciting goals and want to succeed. You want your achievements and college degree to really mean something once you graduate and to help you land your dream job. So today, let's learn some important information about academic integrity. Your degree from CT State or any college has value because as a community, we work together to maintain academic integrity. You, your classmates, and faculty have a shared responsibility to uphold that academic integrity. Doing so is especially important as technology is ever evolving and gives us access to all kinds of information we might include in our college writing assignments. Let's talk about academic integrity at CT State. To locate the academic integrity policy, you want to start at the CT State homepage. From there, find Academics and click on CT State Catalog. Once there, locate the Academic Policies and Procedures link. Click on Academic Integrity Statement and take a minute to read that and to think about what's included. Here is a screenshot of CT State's Academic Integrity Statement. You will want to read this statement in its entirety on your own time so that you fully understand it. It goes over plenty of examples of what counts as academic misconduct. Today I want to focus on something in particular that relates to courses in which you'll complete writing assignments, such as your English 1010 course. It has a specific definition of plagiarism, which says, plagiarism is a submission of work by a student for academic credit, but the work submitted is not the student's own authorship, and it may contain work of another author, whether that information is purchased, borrowed, or otherwise obtained from any source, including the internet, and it is used without attribution, either intentionally or unintentionally. And this is why it's so important to understand the various forms of plagiarism, including self-plagiarism, because yes, that is in fact a possibility. You can plagiarize yourself. And you should speak with your professor if you want more information about what that means. Additionally, of particular interest is this part of the academic integrity statement, which says cheating includes using sources beyond those authorized by the instructor when writing papers. So if your instructor has an assignment that says you must use these sources that I have approved and no others, you need to use those sources and no others. Or if your instructor says you may find your own sources, but I need to approve them first before you use them in your writing assignment, then you need to submit them by important deadlines to have them reviewed so that you can write your paper and be successful later. In a scholarly study of academic dishonesty, 58% of students surveyed responded that they had committed some form of academic dishonesty in one form or another. This percentage is quite alarming, and it's unfortunate because those students missed an opportunity to engage in class material and learn essential critical thinking skills. Furthermore, the percent of students who participated in academic dishonesty might be higher than the reported 58%. Mainly because many students might not even recognize when they have plagiarized in their college writing assignments. Being uninformed about plagiarism, however, does not excuse it. So let's talk about what might be some surprising forms of plagiarism. There are 10 main types of plagiarism. But first, let's talk about this. Sometimes plagiarism is intentional. The student or writer knows exactly what they're doing. They intend to take someone else's work and present it as their own. But generally, educators know that plagiarism is often accidental. Students have no idea. They're very unaware of the rules around plagiarism and how to avoid it. They don't even know that they're doing it. And we're here to support you, and we want you to learn more about these types of plagiarism. This graphic here walks you through 10 examples of plagiarism. The clone, Control-C, find and replace, the remix, recycle, hybrid, mashup, 404 error, aggregator, and the retweet. While they are all forms of plagiarism, they are all slightly different, and you can easily learn more about these types of plagiarisms just going online, searching for this type, and looking for examples. The best way to avoid plagiarism is to learn about it, to be aware of it, and to know strategies for avoiding it. Here's your first critical thinking question. What factors lead students to intentionally or accidentally plagiarize? Think of an example of why or when a student might intentionally plagiarize. Also think of an example of why or when a student might accidentally plagiarize. Share your thoughts in your post on academic integrity. Let's talk a little bit about how artificial intelligence is blurring the lines around academic integrity for some people. By now, you have probably heard about ChatGPT and other forms of AI text generators that students and professionals are using in school, the workplace, and elsewhere to produce written text for various assignments. These tools can, at times, be useful for learning. However, it is critical that faculty and students discuss the implications of using AI text generators for class assignments, what's allowed and what is not allowed, and how use of these tools can relate to academic misconduct and academic integrity. ChatGPT and other similar types of tools are considered large language models. We don't need to go into the real details of this, but quickly we can explain it this way. These models have searched the internet for many years, and what they're learning to do is to take information and to present it to us in predictable language patterns. You can ask it a question and it can search for information, classify it, cluster, extract, rewrite, summarize, and generate information. This is a pretty powerful tool, but again, it's going to raise some questions about, can we use this information in our college work? How do we cite it? What's ethical? What's not ethical? And these are conversations you should be having with your professor if you want to know more. Let's look at an example. I asked ChatGPT what I should eat for lunch today. And here's how the chatbot responded. It said the choice of what to eat for lunch is a personal one, and it depends on your individual taste preferences and dietary restrictions. And then it gave me some ideas. It suggests having a sandwich, a salad, a soup, leftovers, or a wrap. Okay, those are good suggestions, but it's nothing original. It's nothing we've never heard before, right? So this chatbot has learned from the sources it's been fed. And so it's returning that information. Nothing new, nothing original, but it's presented as if a human had written it to me. Here's another example. One user might ask ChatGPT to produce an outline of a paper comparing federalism in the United States to Great Britain. And here's the outline. There's ideas here, there's organization here. It looks pretty basic, like any kind of outline you might produce. But to emphasize again, ChatGPT and other AI tools aren't exactly producing new information. That information already exists on the internet for the most part, and the chatbot is simply presenting that content in a predictable language structure that makes it look like a human has written it. So it can regurgitate information, it can share information, it can organize information. This might be a really interesting brainstorming tool, but also if you had it write you an essay and then you turn that essay in as your own without giving credit or citing the information, that is a clear form of plagiarism as we understand it in the definition provided in our academic dishonesty policy. Here's critical thinking question number 2. Do you think students should use artificial intelligence tools, such as ChatGPT, to assist them while completing college-level work? Why or why not? What might be the advantages of doing so and risks associated with using large language models while writing college papers? Please share your thoughts in your post on academic integrity. Let's quickly review some ways that you can maintain academic integrity. Always cite your sources. You can visit your library's website to learn more about citation guides, whether you're writing a paper and citing sources for an English class, a science class, a history class, or any other class. Ask your professor for help. That is what we're here to do. to help you and to guide you and to help you learn. Learn to paraphrase accurately and ethically. A lot of plagiarism happens simply because the writer has not learned how to fully paraphrase another person's ideas and include that in their paper. In addition to working with your professor, you can work with tutors in the tutoring center to review your paper for any issue, and especially for paraphrasing and citing sources. Here's your final critical thinking question, question number 3. What is your own personal plan for upholding academic integrity during your time in college? What specific steps will you take to ensure you produce your own quality work and contribute to our shared community goal to maintain academic integrity? Share your thoughts in a post on academic integrity.